I'm gonna want another cup of coffee and a glass of water and a white rose. Just kidding. I'm gonna do one short video and then I'll come down. I'm just trying to be a diva. Hello Thrivers, welcome back to my channel. For anyone that's new, welcome. My name is Michelle. I'm a life and relationship coach and I love talking about codependency, narcissistic abuse, and Cptsd recovery with an emphasis on recovery. It's a new year and this is my first video that I'm recording this year, and I was thinking, what do I want to do? What do I want to do different this year? And honestly, this year, I really want to focus on the second stage of narcissistic abuse or recovering from narcissistic abuse. So in this video, I want to talk about why it's important to learn about the narcissist and narcissistic abuse, but I also want to highlight why that's only the first step. And I say highlight because I feel like a lot of people get stuck in this stage. So just to help you to kind of understand why the stage is necessary, okay? Imagine if you're getting sick all the time, right? Your health is declining, you're not feeling good, so you decide to set some goals, right? You want to be healthier. So you decide to eat better, you're taking in more water, you fill your house with plants, you start exercising, you're doing all of these things to change your health, and yet you keep getting more and more sick no matter what you do. So you start investigating, and sure enough you find out that your house is full of mold. And suddenly, like, the knowledge itself kind of gives you a peace inside because you thought you were going crazy. You know, you're doing all of these excellent things for your health and nothing was changing. You realize why. You get the understanding of your suffering and it starts to make sense. There's a sense of relief and validation that comes with understanding why you're suffering or why you're not getting better. But knowledge of the fact that your house is full of mold isn't going to cure you. It is revealing why you're suffering, but it's not healing your suffering. Well, the same thing happens with narcissistic abuse. You're trying to have a healthy relationship, you're trying to be a good person, you're trying to make someone happy, and you're doing more and more and more to try to be better, to make the relationship work, whether it's with a significant other or a parent, and yet the relationship just crumbles and gets more and more sick. When you find out that this person, or you're dealing with a narcissist, there's relief, there's validation, because everything makes sense now. It makes sense why no matter how hard you tried, nothing changed. It makes sense why this person is doing what they're doing. Not total sense, because it never really makes sense when you think about it, but at least you have the understanding as to why some of the things that have been taking place are taking place. So that knowledge helps you to understand why you've been suffering, why you've been changing, why you've been getting worse, so to speak. But that knowledge alone, right, is going to help you to understand the suffering. It's going to help you to unmesh, because you start realizing that's them and I'm me, and you start separating. But it's not going to heal the damage that was done because of narcissistic abuse. So that's why I say learning about the narcissist is the first step. It's a vital first step. Just like the person in the home, if they don't realize there's mold, no matter what they do, they're not going to get better. If you don't realize you're dealing with a narcissist, no matter what you do, the relationship isn't going to get better, and you are going to continue deteriorating physically and emotionally. So you need that piece of information that there's something external outside of you that is causing the suffering. Now, with that information, most people then begin to change how they show up with the toxic person. They start to change their mindsets. They start to empower themselves. They start to live in autonomy again. And many choose to go no contact. They start detoxing their life of toxic people. And then something very scary happens. They detox themselves and they start dealing with the side effects of the abuse on their own. And it's so overwhelming that the brain can sometimes confuse the person into thinking that they should go back into those toxic relationships, because this part of the healing is so uncomfortable. It's so scary. There's so much strong and intense emotions. But the truth is that that's the next stage. And healing from the side effects of narcissistic abuse is the next stage. It's only by doing that you're going to be able to close the door on the past, and you're going to be able to live in your present and have the life that you really want as your real self. The reason I bring this up is because honestly, that's my focus. Those are my favorite topics, and that's what I want my focus to be for my channel. And I know that a lot of people want to hear about the narcissist, but there's plenty of information out there, and I'm not discouraging anyone from doing that. It's just that my focus is that second stage. It's a difficult stage to be in. Putting the pieces together after narcissistic abuse is not easy. And I think people don't realize that that stage needs a lot of attention. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. I hope you guys join me. I hope you continue, because life isn't just about learning about toxic people and making sure that you avoid toxic people. That's not really living. Living is when you are living and enjoying your life, secure and confident that you know how to take care of yourself, that you know how to ensure that you have healthy relationships with yourself and with other people. So I hope you join me, because I want this year to be different for me, and I'm hoping you want this year to be different for you as well.